GBETV. Yes, sir!
Welcome to the Sharmin Prince Show on GBETV, where we know that progress is a must. I know that you enjoyed last week's show about the mask and who you are, and we'll continue in that same trend this week, because one show is not enough. I'm sure you have questions and you still have some concerns, or we left you thinking, well, I have mask and I don't know what to do, or I still don't understand the mask idea and what is a mask and how we create mask and how it affects us. So we'll continue on that trend tonight. I also have a guest with me tonight again, and then we'll wait for your feedback and your questions about the two series on masking and understanding and knowing who you are. You cannot know who you are unless you unmask. We all wear masks. We all create masks. Every one of us have masks that we created because of the fear of something, because of feeling ashamed of something, because of feeling guilty. So we all create these masks because it's a protective gear for us. It hides our insecurities, it hides our fears, and I think the root of all of our masks are deep in fear. It's seated in fear. Fear of some sort, fear of something. So it's not like you wear mask and I don't. I still wear mask. I know when to wear what mask, and maybe I still have some masks that I have not uncovered or discovered. So you're not alone, but there's some masks that we have to get rid of in order to find out who we are and get in touch with our authentic selves and embrace the authentic self. And I'm sure some of you know when someone is authentic, when you meet someone and they just touch you and you're like, well, what it is, there is something about that person that they're memorable. You meet a lot of people and they're forgettable. When you meet an authentic person, a person who knows who they are, who embraces who they are, they're memorable. So tonight we're going to continue on that, and I know that you will be receive information that can cause some transformation to take place in your life, and that's the goal of this show. Let's go to our number 5 video.
Return it.
Dear God, please make me into a bird so I can fly far, far away from here. Dear God, please make me into a bird so I can fly far, far away from here.
Every day I rise on a prayer. That's all I got to take me through. I know one day I must and I will free myself from everything that holds me captive. Gonna be free like a bird in the sky. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Gonna be free, gonna free my mind. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Life is so sweet and I don't wanna die, but this burden I bear could be hard sometimes. Food scarce, so me juggle everywhere. Sometimes for make a move, me can't find no bus fare. Go look for Mama Jai, she said nothing not dead there. Pon the youth them face, I see the pain.
When the war go on, we get the most money. But when we say we're hungry, it's time to cry. But you stay strong. We have to survive the Gideon.
Gonna be free like a bird in the sky. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Gonna be free, gonna free my mind. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Youth in a garden, youth in a jungle, youth in a Rima, Augustown. Youth in a flankers, De La Vega, Riverton, back to Anmouth Town. I know it's hard sometimes, but we not give up, oh no. Matches lane, 100 lane, plain land, white out, grand spin, Norwood, Backbush, Spanish Town. Don't you give up. Gonna be free like a bird in the sky. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Gonna be free, gonna free my mind. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. One thing I know is that I must survive. One thing I know is that I must rise. Every day I rise on a prayer. That's all I got to take me through. I know one day I must and I will free myself from everything that holds me captive. Gonna be free like a bird in the sky. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Gonna be free, gonna free my mind. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high.
Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show. I hope you enjoyed the number 5 video. And I have a quote that I want to read for you. Wearing masks can be exhausting and debilitating to your soul and body. The pretense and the weight of your mask are more taxing than unmasking. And that quote was from me, yours truly. And indeed, wearing masks can be taxing and debilitating. And sometimes you don't identify it because you don't know, but you just feel the weight. You feel that your life and whatever things around you are heavy and loaded. And you might be asking, why is a mask heavy? A mask is heavy because it's covering something. And then you might be adding jewels to the mask. That's why it's heavy. But I want to share something with you, and it's personal. Masks can be good because before we went into the number 5 video, I said we all wear masks, and we all do, and even I wear masks. But because I have begun the process and I have a glimpse of my authentic self and have embraced it, I am able to use my mask as a tool. So the example is, I created a mask to hide my shame and my guilt and my fear of people knowing what happened to me. So I created this mask of this hardcore exterior. that no one would approach me or no one would get to see inside and see that I'm a baby or I'm not as tough as I portray. However, after discovering myself and finding myself and embracing who I am, I learned how to use that same mask that covered my guilt, my shame. I learned how to use that as a leadership tool, because there are different types of leaders, and sometimes as a leader you need to be dictatorial or the authoritarian, and that same mask works for me as a leader and as a manager. So you see how the mask that has kept you in prison, when you begin to do the work to remove the mask, whenever you get into certain situations, you can reach back and take that mask and use it positively. Because that same tough person that I was, and you wouldn't want to speak to me, because that's what I didn't want you to speak to me, because I don't want you to see what's going on inside. I use that same tool now as a leader, as a manager, when I need to. So, and it's because I've done the work and I am in touch with a part of my authentic self. I think this process is long and it's never ending, because even as you go through the process and you're on the journey, you might realize that on that journey something happened and you created a mask and you need to remove it. I think it's a process and it's a journey that we will continue to experience throughout our lifetime. So I hope that example brought home the concept and the theory that we're trying to share with you. Let's go to our number 4 video, and when we come back, you will meet. Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show. I hope you enjoyed the number 4 video. To my left is my guest, and my guest is Kenesha McKinnon Phillips. So who are you?
To honestly answer that question, I'm still finding out. My name is Kenesha, like she mentioned, and at this point in time I can't tell you who I am because I'm still discovering that person. Over the years, I've created a lot of masks. I think I'm wearing one right now, to be all perfect, but I've created so many masks over the years, and now taking them off, I still cannot answer that question to say who Kenesha is, because Kenesha is still trying to discover who Kenesha is. So that's my intro for you, Miss Prince, because you want to know who I am. I would love to give you an answer. Unfortunately, that's what I have for you, because that's who Kenesha is. She's on her road to discovery. When I do find her, I will definitely reintroduce you to Kenesha.
Thank you for that. And I was not expecting that. That was not rehearsed or scripted. That was organic. I didn't expect that. When I said who are you, I didn't expect that, but thank you for being honest and even vulnerable at this level, and that's what we want. We want to, I'm sure you connected with a few people, because anyone looking would be like, what did she just say? Right. But of course, we're talking about mask and unmasking and wearing masks. You said you have created a lot of masks, or you wear a lot of masks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What are your mask protecting you from?
I started, well, when I can, as far as I can remember, the first mask that I created was to hide trauma that I went through, because everybody believes that, you know, once you go through trauma, you're supposed, the notion is that you're supposed to be okay, right? And I was not okay. I thought about it every day, every night. However, I was told, no, just forget about it, real pray and just forget about it. So I put on that mask, as far as I can remember, to, you know, tell myself or fool myself that I'm okay, you know. So I started using that every time anybody asked me anything or asked about it. Oh, I'm fine, I'm okay, because that's what I was told to do, to just let it go and be okay. So the mask that I developed was, you know, I'm okay, which I'm not, because behind that mask, the mask was all smiles, you know, the Van Helsing mask with the big smile, that's what I had. But behind it, there were tears, days of tears. I cried until my tear ducts were dried out. But nobody knew that. Everybody figured I was okay, because that's what they saw. They saw the big smile, they saw, oh, the happy-go-lucky child, which was far from the truth. So that's the first mask that I created, and thereafter, any situation that I got myself into, or anything, people, whatever group I was in, and I got a feel from the group, this is what they're expecting, that is the mask I put on. Okay, so this is who they're looking for. So I put on that mask, I'll be in this group. So, you know, there's several groups, school, work, what have you. So each group you're in, and whatever you presented on that day, and if they acknowledge that, maybe it wasn't you being yourself that day. You probably were just feeling good, and, you know, you wanted to show that you were feeling good, and everybody expected that, you know, this is the person that you are, you know, this happy-go-lucky person, but you're not. And that is just for that, whichever group it was, or if it was at a party, you were the life of the party, you put on that face, oh yes, loud, obnoxious, not obnoxious, but loud, and everybody was probably thinking, this is who this person is. She's loud, she's the life of the party, but it's not the case. When you go into the group, you figure out, maybe this is what they want, this is what I'll give them. So each group, like I mentioned, each group, you just put on a mask to fit in to that crowd.
So we also create masks to confirm.
Right.
For acceptance.
And that's what I did.
To cover family shame.
Mm-hmm.
But how wearing those masks affected you?
It affected me because I never got to deal with what was bothering me. It affected me to the point that when I do pretend that I wasn't well, it always came off wrong. It was always anger, it was always, you know, a lot of malice, you know, and I basically separated myself from my family because I figured, because of what they told me to do, and not, well, now that I'm an adult, I figured it wasn't handled properly. You know, and what they told me to do is why I've had all this malice and hatred, and that developed into much worse, you know, experiences or what have you, because I really don't deal with people like I should because of what I'm feeling. I've had all these outbursts of people, which sometimes it has nothing to do with them, but they got the brunt of what I was feeling because I never dealt with those situations and the people that made me put the mask on or caused me to create the mask to put it on. So I can say that I've lost a lot of friendships over it because of those outbursts, and not everybody, you know, would appreciate that. But, yeah.
What were some of the flaws or insecurities your mask was hiding?
Ooh, well, insecurities. As you see right now, I have no makeup on, just a little bit of lipstick. But before that, one of my masks is I would cover my face with a plethora of makeup. You would never see this. I would cover it with a whole bunch of makeup because I prefer people to comment on what was on my face than actually comment on my face, because I figure I wasn't beautiful enough. I figured, people may not accept this, so I cover it up with whatever I figured, what was acceptable or what I thought was acceptable. So I felt like I wasn't beautiful enough, and that if I plaster my face with, now I call it the clown makeup, if I plaster my face with that, people will accept me more because they're seeing what they think they want to see.
Let's go to the number 3 video.
No, I did that, yes. Yeah, journey go on. Life go on. The struggles go on and on and on. True ambassador, Javi. The struggles go on. Not every day I feel like my best. Sometimes me have to pray if it's a trial or a test. Feel me woulda give up on my girl, me woulda left. I try to find a way, but me I take it step by step, yeah. Mama tell me, I know she don't want me. More time the devil link can bring a friend around me. So please watch your back and watch your every step. When the pressures of life will make you fret, just don't give up, yeah. Although the struggle's hard, all when you play the game and you come first without reward, all when you lose the cash but John, all your friends forsake and gone. Just hold on to your faith and climb. Just don't give up, yeah. The battle is not lost. We fight the fight, the victory like a rebel with a cross. Run the enemy, chant a song like a soldier, take command. Hold on to your faith and climb. Failure is just a state of mind. Yeah, and there are days when my life is just a mess. No school fee for the kids and all my wife was says she's stressed. Please, Father God, me I beg you bring me through the test. Me dep on me knee, I pray. Me I beg a brighter day. Yeah, and there are days when I wanna fly away. Stay for a while and come back another day. I'm like a bird with broken wings, a car without no rims. Water in my eyes, but me I sing, say just don't give up, yeah. Although the struggle's hard, all when you play the game and you come first without reward, all when you lose the cash but John, all your friends forsake and gone. Just hold on to your faith and climb. Just don't give up, yeah. The battle is not lost. We fight the fight, the victory like a rebel with a cross. Run the enemy, chant a song like a soldier, take command. Hold on to your faith and climb. Failure is just a state of mind. Yeah, then there are days when a little will find it. Javi, the hypocrite's friend but minded. Father God, me look to you. My problem look them through. My journey go on and on. Go on and on, journey go on, my journey go on, my journey go on and on. Just don't.
I hope you enjoyed the number 3 video. Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show. I'm here with my guest, Kenesha McKinnon Phillips. And you're good. And thank you. I have a question.
Okay.
What would have happened if you did not remove your mask?
Very good question, Ms. Prince. The journey to remove your mask is not an easy journey at all. And I'm fortunate enough that I didn't have to go through this journey on my own. Sometimes, it's good to have a supportive spouse, which I have. So I want to thank my husband, Vaughn, for being there with me. He's really helped me through this journey. However, it's been hard. It was very hard. His is easy to just put the mask on. It's easy because it's a charade. It's easy to put on. But taking it off, it's painful. I can tell you it was painful. Sometimes I felt as though I had a raw face when I ripped it off because it felt like it pulled flesh, literally pulled flesh, but it's figuratively. However, we haven't removing it being so hard. Sometimes we don't want to because we've used that as our clutch. We've used it as our go-to mechanism. We've used it as our safe fail. If anything goes wrong, if you're trying to be your authentic self, the best thing to do, let me put on my mask. I can fake it You know, people say fake it until you make it, but sometimes faking it, you don't make it, right? So it's been hard, but slowly but surely I've been removing it. It's been painful. I'm gonna be honest with that, it's been painful, but it's a good painful because I'm finding out who Kanisha should be and what her purpose is. So,
and if you had to identify one thing that if you didn't remove the mask that could have happened or would have happened, what would that one thing be?
If I'm going to be completely honest with you, Miss Prince, we will not be having this conversation right now with you, because how low I felt at one point in my life, because of all the weight that I had on me, we would not have been having this conversation. I would not have a marriage. I have a 3-year-old, and most of the times she is, you know, who I champion on for. But if I hadn't started this journey, we would not have been having this conversation. It would have been a tragedy, honestly. But taking on this to find me because of what I was feeling, so I could have this conversation with you.
Before you go, what are the catalysts, or what is, let me rephrase that, one factor that caused you to start this journey?
I was on a downward spiral, Miss Prince. I could not have conversation with people because I was so angry all the time. I was losing all the relationships, friendships, my marriage. At work, I was failing miserably. And that's when I realized that a change needed to come, right? Because of all those things that were happening, that I was failing at all those things, and I had to take a look inwards because I was blaming everybody else except myself. I wasn't being honest with myself. I can be honest with everybody else but myself. So when I took that look inward, I realized that all the fakeness you've been doing, it's catching up to you now. So you may want to get it together. So that is, those were the things that, you know, highlighted what was going on with me at that point in time.
Leave something with the viewers.
I will use one of the quotes that I've learned on this journey, that it's easy to be someone else and it's harder to be ourselves. But being yourself, I think you'll realize the people that need to be in your life at that point in time if you're your authentic self. Because pretending to be somebody else, you'll attract all the wrong people. And once you've realized who your authentic self is, then you'll bring in those people that have a purpose in your life. They're not just seasons, but they're reasons. Those people will become reason people in your life and not season.
Thank you. Let's go back to the Sharmin Prince show. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank my guests, Kanisha McKinnon Phillip. I know that what she shared with you have you thinking, and I'm going to ask you the same questions that I asked her. What are your masks protecting you from? How are your masks affecting you? What would happen if you do not remove your mask? What secrets are your mask covering? What's your fears? Finish these 2 sentences for me. I create masks to fill in the blank. I wear masks to fill in the blank. And my question to you, why are you keeping up the masquerade? Think about the expense that it's costing. continue the charade. Let's go to our number one video.
Dancing them see the performance. Enough people see me life and want one, but them no know say more time it look dormant. And them no see say I'm me belly me a crawl pan. Cause my mama just called me with tears in her eyes. She never know me have a stage show tonight. Not even she see the fears in my eyes. But me just a go and put on the show. Cause they don't know, yeah. They don't know, oh, oh. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Them no know, only you know, only I know, Jah. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Yes, in at the boiling sun, putting it on the street. Righteous music, me putting it on the beat. But nothing no righteous about how life said. If you no know hard life, then you no know life yet. Because my papa just call me poverty, make him a screw. Him never know, say me have an interview. But me still have to put on the show. Because they don't know, I said they don't know, yeah. They don't know. But they don't know what I feel inside. Only you know, chronics. Only you know, oh yeah, yeah. They see you smile, boy, but they don't know what you feel inside. Yes, I. So long me make me ball, long me make me cry. Cause they don't know what I feel inside. Long me make me ball, leave me what I feel. Yes I, yes I, yes I. Oh, and I say, love me make me ball, love me make me cry. Cause only I know, yes, Jah, yes. Only I know. Them say, Connix come on the stage, show and done it. Him and him bandsman friend, them bunny. But them never know, say I one shirt. Me have to wash it and me have to sun it. Them say me take the stage up. Them say me lyrics, them a flow. But them never know, say we have to work hard in a 6 feet of snow. They don't know. They don't know. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. They don't see it, son. Only you know. Yes, boy. Only you know.
Welcome back to the Sharmin Prince Show. I hope you enjoyed the number one video. Now, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking right now? What are you feeling? You've had 2 weeks of this. What has surfaced? And what are you doing with the things and the concerns and maybe the memories of things that occurred that caused you to create mass? What are you doing with those things? You may need professional intervention because some of us cannot do this alone. You may need professional intervention, and when I say that, you may need a therapist, you may need someone who has experience, a life coach, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or a social worker to help you with this, especially if your mask were created from trauma and childhood pain. So please use your health insurance to get the assistance that you need. Because as our guest said earlier, when you take off the mask, some of them has been there for so long that when you tear them off, they're coming off with some flesh. And there are a lot of rawness under the skin that may need professional intervention. So don't think that you need to do this alone. Get some help. Also, I want to remind you of my 4th annual Women's Empowerment Conference at the Hilton JFK on September 16th. And we have board psychiatrist Dr. Marlies Hyacinth. We have Kathy Tuckero from Canada, who is a survivor of sexual abuse and domestic violence. She's also now an advocate. We have an advocate from St. Croix, Carlotta Walcott. She is an advocate on intimate partner violence. And we have author and survivor of child sexual abuse, Michelle Sabrina Alexander from Grenada. You don't want to miss this. This is on Saturday, September 16th at the JFK Hilton. And you can contact me via Facebook, and or you can send me an email, and it's sprince or splifecoaching@yahoo.com. And this, I want to thank you for viewing. Thank you for spending your time with me. I want to also thank my guests for being here. And I'll see you next time on GBETV, where we know that progress is a must.
GBETV. Yes, sir!